Shine, short king. So them girls online to get with the time, short king. They overlook you, but they can't see what's on your mind, short king. So pay no mind. You are one of a kind, short king. You are who you are by design, short king. So don't let it take away from your grind, short king. Now reach for the stars through it all, short king. Brush your lower to the floor. So it won't hurt if you fall, short king. You are tall, short king. Even if you're small, short king. So rise up like Spud Webb and dunk the ball, short king. But let me ask you this one thing. What's a tall peasant to a short king? And many blessings to the height impaired. You only stop growing because God said you're already there. Short kings. So my name is Nelle Nel. If I had a brand, it would probably be for funny poetry, but I'm not studying anything, so I like to write whatever I want, you know? So I do a lot of personal poetry. So my father doesn't find me funny. He thinks I play too much. But I understand why. You know, like when you have parents that immigrated over here, their parents immigrated over here, they work hard. So, you know, for me to tell jokes, they had to work hard. So I understand him. So it makes me think about how I would have raised my son, you know? So this piece is about my son Jeremiah, and I think he would have liked it. It's hard to keep track of my age without a mirror to my face in this world with no reflection of time. You were supposed to be the mirror image of me, raised to face this cold world correctly this time. And I regret you were supposed to be the mirror image of me, raised to face this world without. Sorry, let me do that again. You were supposed to be the mirror image of me, raised to face this cold world correctly this time. And all the men in my family spent their lives looking for something, whether it be a purpose or a father's protection. And I regret I didn't make it my purpose raising a son who never had to seek out his father's acceptance. My presence would replace the negligence that surrounded me, my chance to make up for the mistakes passed down to me, the magnum opus that I leave on this world for him to see, how to find the missing piece of himself to feel at peace or complete. Instead of completely lost without a clue, for those days I needed braille maps to feel my way through. I could have been the man for you that I needed for me, the change for you that I needed to see, Jeremiah. But the truth is, I couldn't be what I wanted you to see. That version of me didn't exist in 2003. I was angry and confused, neglected and abused, refused to have my trauma resurrected onto you. I wanted to break the cycle, so my bloodline ended with me. Just to slaughter my idol, I ended up murdering my seed. But by killing you, before you even had the chance to be, I robbed you, which makes me a killer and a thief. I don't deserve a happy ending, no chance to be corrected, no stories to be offered of wisdom and reflection. There's no wisdom cutting down a tree to stop the weeds from being grown. There's no reflection like looking in your child's face and seeing your own. I don't deserve you, and I still don't deserve a kid. Because my name deserves to die because yours deserves to live. Jeremiah, you would have been 21 if you were here right now. And I hope that that abortion clinic got burned to the ground. Sometimes I sit and wonder what you'd have grown to be. So I'm gonna keep your name alive in poetry, Jeremiah. So my dad, I told him, I'm like, I do poetry now. And I told him all the pieces I write. I'm like, oh, I wrote one about grandma. I wrote one about this. I wrote one about you. Oh, I wrote one about road rage. So he looks at me, he goes, what are you, a comedian? So I was like, no. And I thought about that for a while. What are you, a comedian? And I'm like, no. But I thought, Humor and human are very close together. So I'm not a comedian, but humor is part of the human experience. So this piece, if I had a platinum single, it would probably be this one. It's called Road Rage. And if you've ever been stuck in traffic on Connecticut or 195 or on your way to work, then this is going to resonate with you. So it's called Move. Look, I'll tailgate your car till you move. Switching from the left to the right lane until I pass you. Well, did you really think that you would prove? You enforcing the speed limit? You ain't a state trooper, you just rude. But I'm gonna get in front of you. There's nothing that you can do other than switch lanes now, so bitch, move. You ride it side to side with this truck until this damn tire blows out and fucks your car up. You keep speeding up when I try to pass. I bet I'll pull over right now and beat your ass. I'm really trying to be more zen, motherfucker. But road rage is something that I ain't trying to suffer, so move, motherfucker, move. The past lane wasn't meant for you when you drive the way you do. I know that you feel like you have a point to prove. Like you should really slow down. No, you should really move. Move. This ain't even road rage. This is a PSA. Don't make me beat your ass, kid. Move out of the way. You the reason road rages act the way they do. You can make the world a better place if you. I just left Rhode Island. I'm trying to make it through Connecticut. And you dudes refuse to use proper etiquette. It seems you're confused what to do when you enter it, but do not use the left lane to cruise. You abuse the point that I won't bruise your shit. The way you keep slowing down, I'ma lose my shit. Please just move your shit. I got things to do. 160 miles to go and I'm stuck behind you? Slower cars to the right. There's even a sign, dude. What's this weird lane control thing you're trying to do? Just look at the row of cars behind you. A fucking truck just passed through and it's not designed to. And then you're brake checking me. You laughing like that shit's so cool. Until I follow you home and beat the brakes off of you. Move. Motherfucker, move. The pastor lane wasn't meant for you when you drive the way you do. Know that you feel like you have a point to prove. Like you should really slow down or you should really move. Move. This ain't even road rage, this is a PSA. Don't make me beat your ass, kid. Move out of the way. You the reason road rages act the way they do. You can make the world a better place if you move. I started writing poetry through the pandemic. I was going through, we were all going through some things, you know? So poetry gave me a way to write down what was in my mind, right? And like let it out. And I started going to therapy and, you know, you do the work or whatever. But when I wrote this piece, I was in a bad place and I wanted to do it for men's mental health month, men's mental health month slash pride. It's called Control. Control is a quiet crowd waiting for your next words. And I just can't get this idea out of my head that all of this, the open mics, the poetry slams, are about control or the illusion of it. As I wake up after a night of binge drinking, I contemplate rage quitting my job and just folding myself up like a pair of jeans in the bottom drawer because right now I can't stand the fucking sight of myself. Sometimes it feels like I've fallen in love with my past traumas because I'd rather paint pictures with them than actually try to heal them. And that person that's been in my corner feels like I'm not in her corner because I'm up here telling you how much I hate myself instead of being with her telling me how much she loves me. Is that vulnerability or stupidity? Is that mental illness or artistry. It doesn't matter because it's always been about the one thing I've never felt I've had: control. Can I control my anxiety and depression? No, but I can't control what rhymes with anxiety and depression. Variety of expression. Sobriety is a blessing. Inside of me is a weapon, but that means nothing. So as I speed down this interstate and this asshole cuts me off, can I control my road rage? No. It's because I control this car. I control this spot on this lane. And I might fight you for it. Why? Because control. We march to other people's beats, fulfilling other people's dreams, getting paid on other people's dimes, all while we wait to fulfill our own destinies. Control, or the lack of it, and what we're willing to do for the illusion of having it for one night, for one set, on this microphone. I control everything and then nothing at all. Thank you. So, all right. So people know me by a few names: Mr. Road Rage, Nelle Nel. They also know me as Mr. Lasagna. And the reason that came to be, this piece right here. By the way, my mom is watching this. She's never seen me perform poetry. And that's my sister over there standing in the all black. She's seen me one time, but this is for my mother. So this is dedicated to those strong women who raise their children, do their jobs, come home and still cook you a delicious meal, give you that love and protection. It's dedicated to them, and it's called lasagna. When I die, eat lasagna on my grave. And if you use cream cheese instead of ricotta cheese, I'll knock that thing out of your hands. I remember as a kid, my mom took me to Venice for dinner. Not Venice in Italy, Venice in the South Bronx. It was an Italian restaurant, and it was there that she ordered me my first plate of lasagna. On that night, everything felt right in the world. Sometimes I'd sit in the kitchen while she cooked dinner. I'd lick the empty sazon packets that she used as seasoning. And when she made a cake, she'd let me lick the spoon when she was done. That was my safe space. In that kitchen with my mother, I'd forget about the world outside. She tried her best to give us a nice, clean home, even though no amount of scrubbing could get rid of the roaches. You learned to look into your cereal bowl before you took a bite. On my way to elementary school, the floor was littered with blue and red top crack vials. Sometimes you'd step on them as a game to just get distracted from the reality of being poor and feeling hopeless. Toilet bowls in my middle school being blown up with M80s reflected the explosion of gang violence in the late 90s, actualized by reports of faces being slashed with razor blades, while bubble goose feathers floated in the sky as unintended casualties. I remember the first time I felt like a plate of lasagna betrayed me. My ex-girlfriend decided she was going to make me one. She was so proud. She was so proud, and I was ecstatic until I took my first bite. She used cream cheese instead of ricotta cheese. That shit was trash. I was gonna break up with her then, but my mother told me not to. Anyways, I looked up to her. She was a single mother of three in the ghetto, coming home after a long day of work and still cooking us a delicious meal. Sometimes with a cake, but always with that feeling of safety and protection. That kitchen became my safe space, and lasagna became my safe food. So to be quite honest with you, I'd have no use for flowers, So instead of bringing me those when I die, visit me with a plate of something cheesy and delicious. Let's sit down, eat, laugh, and remember the good times. We should mourn each other less and celebrate each other more. So when I die, eat lasagna on my grave. Because just like I learned from my mother all those years ago, that was my safe food. And when you're with me, you will always be in a safe place. Thank you.
What's that? One more?
One more?
Yeah.
Can I do one more?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Hello. There we go. Never understood that. I'm not what you think that like good. Wake up.
I got it. Start talking now.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna end it with this last piece. Where is it? All right. So Alicia's not here. Alicia. Alicia, you remember this? So the first time I was part of a feature. I was so nervous. I got so drunk. I performed it 2 times.
You sure did.
And nobody told me. My sister was there. She didn't tell me. I did this piece twice.
That was the first day I met you.
You remember that one? So, all in all, I remember I sat next to you and I was like, "Hi, girls, I hear like just don't book it to my mother." Alright, this and by the way, after I performed this piece and I left, I was on a high and I was driving around and ran out of gas. And the state trooper pulls me over. Well, no, I was already pulled over. And she's like, "You were drinking. Call somebody to pick you up." And I'm calling my sister and I'm like, "Josie, come get me." She's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I don't know." So this piece has a special place in my heart for the night that I performed it. It's called "God Took My Hair to Keep Me Humble." And it's for my bald people. We're nice. I got too much hair. Nah. There. Alright.
I'm ashamed.
You got hair? You bald? Alright, you part of this. You part of this. And by the way, I'm not hating on
All these reveals.
I don't hate on people with hair. I just get mad at people who wear man buns. It's like spitting in God's face, bro. It's like God gave me this hair and making a man bun. He should have took your shit and let me keep mine. Anyway, I get this up. I'm passionate about this. God took my hair to keep me humble. Correction. God took my hair and made me short to keep me humble. He knew. He knew if I was 6 feet tall with a head full of hair, I'd be unstoppable. So first he made me short. And I ain't even mad about that. If anything, I agree. Sometimes you gotta keep these short people in check. We take over shit. You see chihuahuas, right? You see how angry they be all the time, ready to fight? Imagine if they were the size of pit bulls. So I understand why he didn't make me tall. And I'm a short, why he didn't make me tall. And I'm a short king anyway, so it's all good. But then God took my hair. He knew. He knew I wanted an afro. That Dominican cab driver fro that my father had in the Bronx in the 80s. God knew I'd be an asshole if I had a full head of hair. I'd make fun of bald people and wear man buns to flex on them. I'd leave strands of my hair all over my girlfriend's apartment to get revenge on her for the hair she leaves in my car. By the way, shedding is just people with hair's way of showing off. No, but really, it's all good though. All you hair-enabled people, have fun. Go to the barber shop, get a fade. My shit faded away years ago. If I go to the barber shop now, they'll glue a fucking rug on my head and try to spray paint my hairline in. I'm good. You go. I'll be right here with my pen and my pad. writing about it because that's what God gave me. God gave me bars. So I don't need to be tall when I can stand on these words and see over mountains. Matter of fact, I can put these letters together and chop the tallest man down to size. And forget an afro, because these pieces I write are as beautiful as a lion's mane. I soar with these metaphors like Julius Erving from the baseline.
Come on now.
You see, God took my hair to keep me humble and ended up making me dope as fuck. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. I appreciate the community. I love it. And I'll see you guys soon.
Nelle Nel, everybody. What a wonderful job as our feature. Folks, it's almost 9:30. We were supposed to be out of here by 9. Thank you, Incredible. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Laura. Please, everyone, put as much money as you can afford into the donation jar. Once again, put as much money as you can afford in the donation jar. We gotta pay Nelle
My mom
now.
was trolling. My mom said.
We'd like to leave a little something for the staff since we were a half hour late. And don't forget, 2 weeks from now, we have a sledding.
Yo, when we gonna do a collab? When we gonna do a collab?
It's on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Thank you. I'm still live. I'm still live.
Thank you for coming and staying. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Thank you so much. Dude, this fun one line I screamed.
Hola, Chaman. Hola. This one, eh? Pictures. Well, both, but pictures.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming. See you soon. Yes, my sure team.
Hey, shot this one real quick. Nelly. Hey, Dre. Give me one with Nelly. Give me a picture with Nelly. Nell, shot this one.
I'm getting low.
You coming, Mike? Jill,
Come on, go get it. Come in.
sister, go in. Huh?
Are you else? Yes, my sister.
Yep. All set. One more. Lori, take this one, please. One more.
One more. What are we doing? One more.
Picture. There's
Oh,
camera.
yes. I can't block my show.
Time limit on the parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. You're gonna post these, right?
All my favorites.
Yeah.